Being Duke of two duchies meant that Volker had a hard decision to make. The first, it came with a heavy heart. Lübeck, it was his home and his dynasty's first county, bravely created by his grandfather, and now Volker himself being the Duke of Holstein, it would only be natural to declare it the primary title instead of Wallachia. Succession is a hard topic to handle, but as much as Volker loved all his children, Horik seems like the best choice for the primary title of Holstein, so the testament he created does hold true. Though Eskil will be granted the Duchy of Wallachia, no small title, though Volker personally sees Holstein as a much more important title for the dynasty moving forward. I think we can agree that Volker is definitely a controversial maker. He makes some interesting decisions. So as you can see, Holstein, yeah, no longer Wallachia. Wallachia is part of it, but Holstein is now the primary title. Volker had decided to designate Horik the primary heir of Holstein, as we saw and heard, so we're going to cheat for the sake of role-playing it. It doesn't cost us anything, and Volker's plan to reveal it is still going through in the testament. So no one will know this before after his death. Yes, a brilliant man, absolutely brilliant move. Which do mean our player heir will become Horik instead of Eskil. As you can see right here, we have a new player heir. Is he a better player or a better character than Eskil? Arguably not. To secure Holstein's status as a more powerful duchy than Wallachia in the future, Volker found it natural to build something worthy of a duchy status in Lübeck, a military academy. One that will be built to uphold his values of letting both genders partake in military actions, while focusing on the knights' training, which he seems more important than the common soldiers. Having brilliant fighters is something the Elvin dynasty will be renowned for. At least that was his hope. Let us zoom in a little bit here on our new title. Well, it's not a new title, we just made it our primary title. So in the barony of Lübeck, we will come down here and find the construct new duchy building, and that's exactly where we find it. Military academies, right? Dedicated facilities for training officers and knights, improving their efficiency in combat. I have gone through them all. I went through all of them and looked at them, and I thought, what would Volker do? What would I like as well? And you know what? I think this is the best one, right? I mean, it's not the best one, but the best one in terms of role playing and the storyline. At least how I see it, right? Army gold maintenance minus 2.5%. Nice. So we will spend less money on knights apparently. Or actually, is that just the entire army? I think that's the entire army actually. Number of knights, so we will have more knights available, which is fantastic. Knights effectiveness 25%. So I think having really good knights is gonna be a primary thing for us in the future. It's definitely something we need to think about when we are recruiting new members to the court and stuff. We want to be known for our knights. Right? Both female and male alike. So let's construct it. It's gonna cost us 120. We only got 132 in the bank, but you know, it's okay. That's fine. We can probably handle that. There are actually 3 levels of it. Nice. Oh, 75% effectiveness. That's gonna be a big one. Cost 200 as well, so yeah, it's gonna take a couple of years before we have that one, that's for sure. Anyway, I am very happy that we got that done. I don't believe Volker is a very greedy person per se, and I don't believe he is a very zealous person either, so I think he will go to his Pope, or at least send a letter again to the Vatican, which is a new Pope actually. We have Pope Alexander III down there now. Do we like him? No, we don't really like him, and we would like his money, that's for sure. He like us, which is good, because we will lose 20 opinion when we decided to send a letter to ask for a bit of a gold. 194. We can build 3 buildings with that, or 2 maybe, which is exactly what Volker is up to. To the charming worker, I have considered your plight, and I decided to grant you a request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. yeah, right, like that's gonna happen. Maybe we should spend it on something that are worth some kind of religious thing, I don't know. I thought we might want to go up here to Volbas and see what we could build up here. Oh, okay, I forgot to pause the game apparently. Well, in that case, let's see what this is. Speech is silver. Okay. All the time spent on diplomatic efforts has been paying off. They say silence is golden, but I've found that being able to communicate, argue and convince is worth more than gold itself. Every respected ruler is known by a second name for their achievements, so how should I be remembered? Oh, well this plays well into what I, did earlier, right? I know. How about the Magnificent? Oh, okay, so we can actually get the Magnificent. Would he be okay with the Magnificent? What are the other ones? Duke Volker of Holstein, the Magnanimous. What is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. That's an interesting title. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Okay, the Peacemaker. Is he a peacemaker? Would he be is he a peace? No, I don't think he's honorable, but he's also very bold. I think the Magnificent is probably more to his liking. I think we'll be known as the Magnificent, won't we? Yeah, let's go with the Magnificent actually. And let's pause the game. Yeah, there we go. So now we are Duke Volker, the Magnificent of Holstein. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna go with it. The Magnificent. Great. So let's see what we can build here in Volbas. Walls and towers, barracks or military camps. Well, that's not very pious of us to build any of that. I guess we'll take the walls and towers. That at least is a defensive thing, right? Also give a bit of a boost to the taxes. Sure, let's go with that. And I thought we might want to build something else as well. Let's go over to Busum. Busum actually, that's probably how it should be pronounced. Yeah, I think we'll build something over here. Look at how cheap that is. Outpost and hunting grounds, barracks, military camps. Could use maybe a little bit more levies, and I wouldn't be against it over here maybe. Could also go with the hunting grounds, bit of taxes, bit of levies, defender advantage. I don't know. It's gonna be a trade post, right? Maybe the outpost is actually the most interesting. But why would I go with the outpost when we do have the hunting grounds? Because of the advantage to +2 of defenders. I don't think it's very often we're actually gonna defend that area. The other two give us more levies. I think the hunting grounds might be the best one here, or the most interesting one in terms of the overall scheme of things here. Yeah, let's go with that one. I mean, if it were very role-playing-esque, we should probably go with the outpost, but I think hunting grounds is also... I think there is a lot of hunting grounds in these areas of northwestern Germany as well. I'm actually not sure how much of it is actually marshland or marshes, but I think there is at least a lot of forest as well in these areas, so I think hunting grounds would be acceptable to go for as well. So there we go. That is what we have spent. Oh, we actually still have 92 because that was pretty cheap. Would we look at maybe increasing this? I mean, I would probably like this character to do it herself, Mayor Magdalena, but we could help her out if it's cheap enough. 80 gold for something. We could have a trade port in this city as well, but it's gonna cost us a little bit too much. You know what? I don't really see anything with it. Why is it so cheap to build over here, I wonder? This one actually got all 3. Add a building slot. No, we can't do that. I wonder why is it so cheap out in Busum. Does it have some kind of crazy modifier? Well, it does have that one. And it does have construction materials extendant of 2 and prosperity, which is doesn't have anything to do with that. But yeah, these two are probably adding up to quite a bit of... Oh, there we go. Also this one, beneficial deal. Well, that's quite a bit of modifiers for that one. And what about down here? How is she doing in terms of... Ooh, she could need some help, but they are just way too expensive right now. Volgist is already getting built up. What about Rugen? Well, it doesn't really need anything as of now. We could increase one of them, but as we can see, they we can't actually build anything. We could help out Rostock, finally, maybe. Hunting ground seems fairly good. Or I think, again, trade port is probably the best here in Rostock, but we could go for the hunting grounds first, but we can't be sure that a good old brother here wouldn't build something else before it. I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna not spend the money here and just wait and see what happens. Volgesved's locking camps have been completed construction here, so I think we can build something in here now. It is fairly cheap because it also... Actually, I don't know why it's this cheap. Probably because it just have... So we can see the modifiers here. Abandoned building materials. Well, there we go. I guess that's the reason why it's so cheap. Alright, so I think wherever we are close to water, and especially here near the Baltic Sea or Kona Basin, I think, again, the trade port just seems like the best option. I'm not really looking for the levies, to be honest. I think we're gonna build around men-at-arms instead, more so than levies. It is nice to have levies, but it is better to have money to spend on men-at-arms. And I think that's how Fröger also see it. We are way more interested, and Fröger so too, in more elite troops than we are in just basic soldiers. And we are also very interested in trade. So we will go for the trade port here in Volgest. We have a new perk, which, yeah, I don't... Here's the thing, the diplomacy line is kind of completed for me. I didn't plan on going down in the August line. I don't think we want that, but we will of course use this point in here. So do we want the firm hand, or do we want the benevolent intent? I guess the firm, we're not really much of a dreadful person. I guess we'll take the benevolent intent, and what I think we will do after this is go into a new tree. So the question is which one? I believe that maybe stewardship. We are definitely going in the direction where we are building a lot right now, and that is on his mind, right? Fröger's mind. So I think we'll go in a wealth focus, or maybe domain focus even. Duty focus? So agent, acceptance, courtier and guest opinion. No, I think actually the wealth focus is more his thing right now. That will increase our income significantly, and we will be able to get some of these lovely perks in here. Of course, he won't get as many perks now as he did earlier in the diplomacy line, but he will get some. He will get some. And I think we will go down into the architect maybe. I haven't looked them over, but I believe the architect seems like the obvious choice right now. We are going to build quite a lot here near his end. I'm seeing near his end. He could live 20 years still, but probably not. He's 56 now, so... But yeah, he will probably spend a lot of his days, his old age, just building stuff, which is fantastic by me. All to arms. Our liege has called us to war in the minor border dispute over county of Trenchen. Where's that? Oh, I think it's in Poland. The banner of House Elvin and the Duchy of Holstein must now pick a side. So who are we up against, or who is our liege up against? Yes, it is Poland. Interesting. So we can either declare for our liege, we can remain neutral, or we can side with the enemy. So I believe it is our... I don't know exactly, but I believe our... Yeah, Kaiser here is probably attacking Poland for this dispute, or minor dispute here. I think we'll declare for our liege. I don't think I'm gonna side with Poland. But yeah, we're probably closely related. Well, we are not related, but our wife is probably related to this guy over here. But I mean... Yeah, I'm gonna declare for our liege, and we're gonna help out. I don't know exactly. Let's go out and see exactly where it is. Let's pause the game, actually, and see where it is. Let's go in and check it out. It is... It's down here, okay. Trenchen, okay. So it's actually not in Poland, is it? It's more like, I don't know where that is in real. It could be Poland, but I'm not sure. Alright, yeah, a lot of men is already popping up all over the place. Yeah, I'll take care of that, but yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see if they're gonna win it. I mean, I think he is. 10k versus, I mean, the Holy Roman Empire got like 17k plus whatever whoever is joining in with them as an ally. Because this is part of a mod where you can see how many is joining in. Most of the borderlining territories or vassals are joining in just like we are, and that's why we actually had the option. If we were bordering up to Poland, we would get this option, and so will every single other vassal bordering up to Poland. So that's kind of interesting. I believe none over here will probably join him unless they are allied with him. So yeah, that's it's just a crazy little mod, but it makes a lot of sense to me. Bolsum have completed the Hunter's Lodge, which was really nice, and as we can see, we actually got, and because of these modifiers, we can actually just keep upgrading out here. And I think the small harbor, like the idea we had from the last episode, building a good old trade port out here seems like a very good idea. 78 gold, I think we can do it, even with our entire army raised. We got no problem doing it, so there we go. And when it comes to the war, it's only a few moments later, but we are sieging down 2 of their, minor vassal, places. So I'm not gonna go down and actually help really far down in Poland. I'm just gonna go over the border, help out with sieging a bit of control. A papal envoy has reached my court, bringing news from the Vatican. Pope Alexander issued a call to arms to all righteous Christian rulers. As a Catholic duke, I am expected to prepare my men in support of this most holy cause, supported by the universal church itself. To all those who will take the fight against the vile infidels desecrating the holy grounds of Jerusalem, the Holy See promises full absolution from all sins and guarantee place in heaven. Wow. Okay, well, easy now. Well, I think we would probably go with the finance thing if we had the gold for it, but we have just spent it. And we are at war already, so I think we're gonna go with, perhaps I could consider joining, because we don't, yeah, I think Forger is considering it, but he's not gonna, just the first time around just say, yes, I will join. He's not that prepared to go to war so far away for some kind of holy duty. So I think we will go with perhaps. I am proud to see my daughter no longer as a child but as an adult. Despite being curious child, eager to learn, Ose's attention drifted elsewhere as she grew older. Hardly studious, she is... What? She at least managed to memorize certain choices, quotes from the classics. She will probably never write any great theorems, but she might read 1 or 2. Theorems, interesting word. They grow up fast. So she is an insightful thinker, okay, and reckless. Okay, she got a commander trait. That's interesting. Okay, let's check her out then. Let's see how good she is. She was the last one. That's the last child that was coming of age. Yeah, she's not the best character in the world. She's also vengeful. She's compassionated and vengeful at the same time. That's an interesting one. And trusting. Okay. But she is strong, so wow, look at that. She's a really good she's an excellent commander. And she's reckless. I think we'll allow... you know what? I haven't been in here to check up on it for a while, but let's just check up on our knights here. She would actually be our second best. I think we're gonna force her. Nah, we're gonna allow it, right? We're gonna allow it, but I want her in the army suit. Or in the suit. Whatever it's called. The knight thing. So Ursus will be... Yeah, our youngest daughter will be a knight. It is her wishes, it is not Forger's. It is absolutely her wishes. She is a brilliant... Look at that, she's actually almost overtaking Reinulfo here. She actually overtook Mayor Eli because he's getting older, so his prowess is going down. She's almost the best commander now. That's interesting. So yeah, why not? I mean, I like that. It's a funky little thing, and it is making good sense with us also making this new duchy building here, the military schools. Let's just say she was the first student in there before it was built, and now he can definitely see why we should build it. That is guaranteed. I almost forgot, but of course you also have to find a spouse now, and I do believe I have found someone interesting who is this feller, Benedict, who is actually a Dane, yeah, and well, one of the reasons I'm going for him is because he can come in as a matrilineal marriage, or we have a matrilineal marriage on our hand, because I do actually want her in our court, being a fairly good knight, and why not take another one in? He's also 13 in prowess, he's Danish, he got a good trade, he got 13 in stewardship if we ever needed that, calm, temperate, and ambitious. You know what? I kind of like him. He's a misguided warrior, but, well, so are they both, I suppose. So we will accept, or well, we will make sure that we send a proposal here. She will lose a bit of prestige herself also, but you know, it is okay. It is a matrilineal marriage, so what can we expect really? But yeah, we will make sure that they also get their marriage and the whole thing done. We probably need to spend a bit of money on that marriage, but yeah, I'll make sure we get in there. And there it is. Of course, she's coming to us to ask if we can hold the wedding and the engagement. Sure. I mean, yes, absolutely. What is it gonna cost us? 40 gold. Yeah, alright, well, it is the last one. I think we have a problem with Sweden. No Norway or Denmark to help me out on this one. And there is no way that we are gonna get away from this, I think. I haven't actually checked. Nope. I saw it too late. They are disembarking 7k of Swedish soldiers moving into us. Yeah, there's not really anything you can do about that. I think we will be able to siege this one down. It's only 3 days left. But this one, we're gonna take a bit of casualty in this little fight. Can't really do much about it here. But let's see how bad it's gonna be. Yeah, there is gonna be a lot of soldiers coming off. This is war. Okay, so yeah, we did occupy this city down here, and we probably want to move out of here. we want to at least stay fairly close to some more armies down here. They are not gonna come help us here. That's unfortunate, but this is war. This is their right. Yeah, I think we will actually sack this place fairly. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's actually it's gonna cost us piety to do this. Why? I do not know, but it will. But at least our knights will kind of like us by doing that. Yeah, we're gonna sack it. Ransack it or whatever it's gonna do. Alright, this is gonna be not great. It's not gonna be great. I'm just gonna stand close to the rest of these soldiers down here, but what is this? Reception. The dilemma. Ah, so we have something here that might be something new in the wedding. The wedding is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my kind daughter Elin. Yeah, all the things so far have been centering around Elin for some reason. She inquires about my opinion on court alliances, a subject she is deeply interested in herself. Right. It is a subject that fascinates me as well. I guess it is. I could not care less. I am more interested in you. No, I think Fleuger definitely do have some fascination with diplomacy, so we will go with that one. Look at that. Oh, we are gonna get slaughtered. We might get... yeah, I think it's a stack wipe. Boom. Gone they are. We just lost 700 men, which is never nice to see. I think we need to get out of here. And then again, not really. We just need to move into maybe the forest. Maybe we just need to move over to our borders or into our own territories here. But yeah, I don't really think we can do anything about the Kingdom of Sweden just going into our lands and maybe sieging down a couple of things. Can't really do anything about it. It's not nice, but it is what it is. The wedding and the reception is over. Yes, and that was probably the final one, at least for now, because that was our last daughter. Or, in any case, any of our family members that needed marriage. So, May St. Joseph blessed their union, so they became soulmates as well. Lovely for them. Well, how the tables are turning here. Look who came in, the Holy Roman Empire from the sea, and did what Sweden did to us. Absolutely slaughtering them. Oh, calm. Ah, one of the main characters died. Well, the main characters of the storyline, that is. Yes, Eli, finally, he is putting down his shoes. Died of what? Of old age? He just died of old age, okay, well, 62, I mean, I can't, again, really blame him. He was infirm near the end. Ah, what a shame. So we lost our, yeah, mayor in Taulo. I guess we will appoint his son. I have already taken care of the other guy. I revoked his title, the new one. I wish it wouldn't do that, the game. Just put someone random in there. I want to do it. I want his kid to inherit his title, right? Otto here. I think we should give it to him if we can. Actually, I'm not too sure. Maybe I can go in here and grant add to court. Designate heir, false boost. Nah, I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I actually need him inside my court. Let's add him to the court first. Bang. Let's make time go for just a second here and then try it again. Can we? Yes, grand title. So we need him in our court to make this happen. Let's see. Council of Barony of Taulo. Yes, there it is. You will have it. You will have it, son. Or, well, Eli's son. Mayor Otto of Christiane's son. He is of another house, but yes, he will inherit this. 15 years old. There we go. Lovely. We do also need, because he was on the council, he was our marshal, Eli. Oh man, what a great character he was, but now he's gone, apparently. What a shame. We will have to find another one. Who should it be? We do have a couple of vassals who kind of won the position, but I mean, they are not the best characters for it. 11 Marshal is not too bad. Mayor Magdalene of Kiel. That is a pretty big city, so maybe we should allow her on the council. How many soldiers does she have? 80. Well, that's not really a whole lot, but... I mean, is she Danish? Yeah, she is. Okay, well, let's assign her. She only got 11 in Marshal, which is not great, but it is what it is, right? And she will probably not be around for a long time, because she is 67, but she will have the position for now, at least, until, well, we probably need a new mayor at some point. Yeah, it is what it is. Without anyone knowing, I decided to send our, Bishop Ulurio into Mecklenburg. Make a little bit of a claim. Yes! So, we just need a little bit of a bribe here and we can see it done. Now, will this give us that title any time soon? Probably not. I just thought that maybe having one claim elsewhere in the Holy Roman Empire might be a good idea. And I thought Mecklenburg, right, between our two main duchies, would be a very, very nice one to get, but I have a feeling it will never happen because Mecklenburg is of course part of this pretty big Ostfalen duchy. But it is absolutely a claim we have some kind of honorable reason to go for, because it is actually part of the entirety of Wallachia here, as you can see. Wallachia is a pretty big duchy, quite a few tiles in it, or counties. I think it's 6 tiles, 6 counties in it. And the biggest one is actually, as you can see, it is actually Mecklenburg. So we do have a claim on that. Will we ever get that? Well, we'll see. What is this? Despite our best efforts, my agent have yet to uncover secrets on... right, yeah, you know, my brother sometimes just go about and do his business. Yeah, he went to the court, Kaiser Bruno's court, and to check out a few things, and he didn't really find anything, so... Yeah, very well, brother, you know best, probably. My daughter-in-law, Adelheid, has given birth to a son. Yes, a new Dynasty member. So this is, of course, not our player here anymore, Eskil, but... Well, I think they're gonna decide for... Finally, they tried the last time, but I denied them the opportunity. Well, this time, they will call him Fröger Eskilsen Elvin, which I will allow. I mean, he's no longer a direct kind of player here anymore, so I will allow that kind of naming. So... may he grow strong. Let's check him out really quickly here just to see if he's any good. He could be. Oh yeah, the other one actually died, right, in the last episode. He was one of the many characters that died in the last episode. Let's check it out. Yeah, well, no... no chance, I guess, for us to have any good traits in our lineage. But whatever. Occupied. What now? Our troops have absolute control over county of Sudinia. Ah, is it this one? I believe it is. Alright, so we did siege that one down as well. It's just not showing it here because I'm on the duchy thing. There we go. We will... yeah, it's that right. They can sag it. We actually gain stress because of it. Okay. Well, it is what it is. There we go. Good. So I believe, yeah, he's gonna win. Let's just have the time go on a bit here, because I think he will make sure that he win it here. No, yes, no. I don't understand why the AI has to let it go for over 2 weeks before they have to actually decide. Oh, another one! Oh, who is this then? Let's check it out. It is our courtier Pia Ragnarsson and Elin having a little daughter, it seems. My daughter Elin has given birth to a daughter, and she is gonna be named Sanna. Alright, let's pop it up so we can actually see her. Oh, she got the glowing trait. That's lovely. Nice. Now it's almost a month later. It's been on 100% for over a month now. Finally, victory! Finally, he decided to actually take the victory. He has won the war. All vassals on either side that own a territory in or adjacent to disputed counties will join the border conflict, like I said. So he keeps the... Oh, he was actually defending. Keeps the contested tile. All factions against you increase their discontent. Okay. Paid 745 gold to Kaiser Bruno. Wowzer. We have a contribution of 27. So we gain a bit of prestige, and the opinion is going up with Kaiser Bruno, or his opinion of us is going up. How far is it? 63, 42. Okay. Fair enough. So our opinion of him is also fairly good. There we go. Done deal. War is over, and everything looks fairly good for the Holy Roman Empire, and for us, of course, as well. Yeah, new members to the Dynasty, and everything is in order. Roger the Magnificent. Ah, yes, that do have a nice ring to it. At least that is what Roger thought. Well, at least he was honest about it, and I agree, Roger have been fantastic, magnificent as a character so far. Really got a lot out of his life for the Dynasty and the personal gains alike. I don't believe his story is over just yet, but the episode is. So, I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, leave a like, and I will catch you around in the next one.